Now. Hey man, listen. Hey man, I'm excited, homie. See, it's okay to be excited because your partner doing great, homie. It's okay, man. That's what's wrong with us, homie. We don't want to be excited when we see our partners winning. I'm excited because I remember my partner did the first comedy show. I still remember this, man.
Hey, everybody. To my Facebook friends on my Facebook profile. I guess I really was going to do, because the first two parts are on my Facebook profile underneath my government name, which is inconsequential at this point. I guess I'm going to put it out there. You kind of think, nah, I ain't going to put my name out on get this shit. But yeah, Flav going live. Don't trip over y'all selves coming to Flav live. Good. It's after 12. Good morning, everyone. I came to bring about a bit of morning cheer. Hello, beautiful black people. But yeah, give me a moment. Nah, I don't need a moment. I'm here. See, look at me. I'm here. I'm here. With my West Virginia accent. Even after all these years, it still be coming out. I've stayed in Nashville, Tennessee, and stayed in Chicago. The little accents still come out sometimes, especially when I'm talking to mama. But yeah, the past couple of days, man. Well, this is the third day, but I'm off today, so I guess really this day doesn't necessarily count, other than the fact I've been thinking about what happened for the past couple of days. Dealing with my job, man. Dealing with the plantation. I fondly refer to my job as the plantation. You could figuratively speaking. And I've been at my plant. I've been at the Candyland plantation for 7 circles of the earth around the sun. And, I was in a different department than what department I am now. Because I'm about to talk about an issue that I've been having. Like I said, if you paid attention to my post on my personal Facebook page, and I'm gonna pretty much cover just about everything that happened. Other than a little bit slight commentary. But I work in production. In this particular production, it produces products that are utilized by several industries across several what's the word they use? Industry trades, where just across different types of places, whatever. For the most part, I'll be fair and honest. I'm a glorified warehouse worker by the name, by way of quality control inspector level 3. I recently moved to this different department last year, in December, and of course, it's been a rocky transition to this department because, for one thing, the same December my sister passed away. And then I was gone, of course, the holiday. So I was gone pretty much at the beginning of the next year. And then, in January, my aunt passed, and I had to, I was off then. And then March the 2nd, 2024. Now, I just said I came over there in the latter part of December. March the 2nd, 2024, I had a car accident. So after that car accident, I was placed on leave from March the 2nd, pretty much to June, the first part of June, the 1st of June. And these people are just now, they know who I am, even though it's a different department, they may have seen me around, but I work with them for even it may not have been for the whole 6 months of the year that I've been in the department. I work with them for enough time. Now, when I left, I had one particular car, and I may be dead wrong when I try to equate it to the fact that maybe they felt a little jelly. They was hating on the nigga. I might be wrong with that, but when I left, I had one type of car, And when I came back in June, I had another kind of car, and I didn't look like I was hurt. So, I mean, and even from the beginning, as an outsider coming into a different department, especially when you're a 6'1" nigga, with broad shoulders, have an assertive manner about himself, and I guess in a way of a removed nonchalance, where I'm not here to buddy with you. I'm here to do a job. I'm friendly. Hey, how you doing? How you been doing? What you been up to? I may not necessarily care what you've been up to. How you been doing some important. Everybody want to feel it, so whatever. But yeah, okay. So I'm in this department, and I'm sure that there are different types of. I keep to myself. Just like I keep to myself off the job, I keep to myself on the job for the most part, unless in the name of teamwork, the name of professionalism, and the name of reaching the bottom line of what it is. So well, not day 4 yesterday. Normally I'd be working on the machines that produce the little products in which they're packaged and shipped out, but day 4 yesterday I worked pretty much on. I'm a level 3 by title. That goes from one to 4. I'm a level 3, and the reason I'm a level 3 because when I was over in the other department, I never really completed training working on the machines. The machines that produce the products. Don't even want to no more. But that's not the main point. So I'm working. So this particular night, the machine that I normally work on is down. So I'm assigned to do something else. So in my process of doing something else, one of the machine operators is down at the end of the line, flailing his arms and yelling, and in my mind, I know I like I said, I don't necessarily interact and deal with folks like that. I keep to myself in the name of, hey man, I'm just trying to make sure I pay my bills. I ain't trying to, hear your problems. I ain't trying to be a problem to nobody. I ain't trying to get all up in the whoopty whoopty blam. So this particular night, my machine was down. So now I'm working back. I'm going back to the ground. The shit I was doing when I first moved over to the department. Because when you come in from a different department, you don't know how they do shit over. You don't know what they do. So they give the most basic job. So last night I did the most basic job. Last night and the night before last. So in the process of doing this basic job, I feel as if I'm doing okay now. Mind you, since I started there, I'd done that before, but then once I had my accident and I was off on leave. This is the night before last, pretty much my second time doing that particular level 0 position. I guess in about 4 months, 5 months. But the point I'm making is that there was one of the machine operators, it's a level 4 machine operator, level 4. And he came, he's down there by his machine, wailing his arm, and busting and looking at me and gestures and shit. I'm like, man, who you talking to? The nigga stormed down at me and, say I'm talking, he stormed down to me and then started telling me whatever the issue was. I said, well, man, I didn't know that I particularly was supposed to be working on that machine, because I got these machines here and they got them few machines down there, and woo. So he's still going. I said, what's wrong, man? Why are you so well, I ain't saying. I tried to avoid saying emotion because niggas can caught on when you say the emotion. I didn't say emotional, but I said, why you all, what's the problem? Whatever. I said, well, man, let's go find Willie. We just gonna freestyle, go find Willie. And they're like, let's do this. I'm like, man, let's do this. Where did let's do this part come from? All right, so we go off to find Willie, but instead of finding Willie, first we find the department supervisor. The department supervisor, what's going on? Da, 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 da. I said we going. I'm trying to find. You seen Willie? This the one dude was saying. I don't know if shit fell off. The one dude was saying, "You seen Willie? You seen Willie? Dude, he on break." All right. So he first he started to try to lead the supervisor into the machine and show the machine whatever. Uh, but he starts in there, then he doubles back to me. He starts asking me what happened, and I start breaking down to him what with the situation and what had occurred. And dude said, I want you to see, what it is, what happened. Ooh. So I'm telling my man, I told him pretty much what the first part of the story, whatever. So he go in there. He said, "Don't just stay out here. Just stay out here." I'm like, "Me, come on. Why I got to stay out here? Why can't I see what the hell going on? Why can't I hear what the hell going on?" And in hindsight, that's what I'm thinking. But I guess in the name of de-escalating the situation, it might have been best for me to stand outside. Okay, so I'm standing outside. He tells me after, he said, "Well, just go work in the back, which is the outside area of the warehouse, not the good AC portion, but the good dusty and fan cooled area of the factory," which I ain't tripping out for. I knew that in my mind, I don't want to be around this nigga, especially at the point he gets so. Like I said, I try to avoid saying emotion because niggas can cut on with the emotion. Passionate, hyper active about this particular thing. So all right, I go back there and work for the rest of the night. So the next day we come in, I say, well, I go in and they say, well, go into the office. Where y'all want me today? First, I'm like thinking, well, they're gonna send me back there to where I was in the day. Now, go back to the position you was at the beginning of the day yesterday. Back there, we do whatever. So I said, okay. I'm already feeling like it's a test. Whenever, and it may not be a healthy thing to do in regards to your psyche, but for some reason, I always feel as if I should be careful with the word feel. I believe as if I'm constantly tested. But I the next day we went in, whatever, and I'm doing the job, whatever. So like I said, I don't know if I told y'all this part. I don't know if I told y'all this. I told mom this, but I just got a phone, mama. I meant to come straight on you. That's why I'm late, because I pretty much and gave mama the passion of the story that I was supposed to get to y'all. But so yeah, he go back in there and in the fact, and so he go in the factory part and gets to talk to dude and look at whatever they looking at or whatever, and they get Willie and whatever. But I'm sent to the back of the warehouse. Cool. Next day I come in, we in the same position, so go back here and close the boxes and inspect the spouts that they come out. All right, cool. I ain't sure. I know dudes standing back there, but I still feel a certain level of apprehension because let's do this. And you storming and man, why you so motherfucking mad, my nigga? Why you act like you mad? Like I done done something to you. Where all this energy come from, my nigga? So he you know, he shoot, I guess I could say I went to the supervisor. I said, motherfucker, you right here. De-escalate this shit. I wanted them to de-escalate the motherfuckers. I didn't want it to be as what it's become at this point. So anyway, all right, that was yesterday. But that was the day before yesterday. So yesterday, we working whatever. So while I'm working, there's a temp, a new, older fella. He a temp. When I say older fella, either he might be close to my age, but he's definitely, not anything else. He's older than I. But he's a temp that working back there. And they just in the door, and he's closing boxes just like me, but he has less boxes because this is just the first indicator that the fix is in. Um, I had these particular machines that this is too technical, well, not necessarily. Dude had 3 machines, and one machine I helped him on. That was one with the 1,000 spouts. He had 3 machines. Two was nine. One was 900. Probably the other was 900. Then he had the little 1,000 one. It took forever to come out. I had like 2 600s, one 500, and maybe a 900 machine. And my boxes were coming out quickly. I say this to say this. Say this to say this. So while I'm working, you know, and now mind you, you know, you supposed to close the machine. So the order to avoid the same instance that happened yesterday, I'm taking care of the machine that dude spazzed out on. The dude spazzed out on me over. I got to do these other machines too, and shit is happening down there. So I'm doing that, and then right before I go to break, I'm about to go to break. I look over at the machine, the same machine that the motherfucker was hollering and cussing at. It's spouts all over. It's equipment all over the floor, special product all over the floor. The new guy took forever to take his break. I'm like, man, I know them people told you what time your break. Why you? So I'm going late on break. I still ain't, you know, I had coffee. I did coffee. I'm hungry. I'm trying to go on break. So I said, as I leave, I left the production area, and the stuff was right there. And I read it to Woody. I said, man, something wrong. I don't know what's wrong with the machine. Something wrong with the machine. I came to tell you. I'm going on break. I went on break, came back on break. I see him over there. You know, he talking. You know, this is Willie. This ain't the guy, the one dude. Because the one dude that I got that came in sideways the day before, I no longer see him. Willie's there. He's closing boxes, and you know, he seems to be animated. And so, you know, I said, Joy, you got it down. I see all the spouses still on the floor. It ain't like he had to clean the shit up and like that. He's supposed to be fixing the machine. So I go down to the other machines, handling the product on other machines. So then I step back and I kind of walk over to where he is. Well, really just step over because this one machine here and the machine he cleaned up after over there. So I step over there and because he loud talking. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. You know, why are you so mad? Cost the machine malfunction. You think I did this on purpose? I don't know. You're supposed to know this. All this was the box. The box needed to move. Well, man, I don't know this. Y'all don't put me on this easy shit because y'all know that I'm trained for something. I'm more experienced to do this shit. So now he got attitude. The dude from the night before, he got attitude. Now, mind you, okay. So now I'm back there working. So I say, well, shoot. I don't really halfway appreciate the way dude was able to storm me and talk to me like I was a goddamn kid. So I said, well, let me go down here and pat the supervisor's pockets. So I say, you know, man, I feel kind of I said, gotta be careful with their feelings, but I guess I need to use feel at that time. I feel I'm no, I didn't seem sick. I said I'm disappointed. I said I'm disappointed in the way that things went. This man did this and this, you know, he all animated and blah blah blah. And, you know, I separated, went outside of production, I guess, to avoid him. That I understand because the supervisor dude kept on saying the reason I separated y'all, you know, to escalate, man. I get it, man. Okay, so I already went out there. Just the next night. So I'm like saying, well, shoot, okay. And I'd already, y'all saw my video, whatever, where I was talking about, I got to get my mind ready to go in here and deal with this shit. And I believe that I did. But anyway, so I'm in there. So now I say, well, let me go down and talk to this supervisor and say, well, man, I don't feel satisfied. I feel disappointed because y'all let this man talk crazy to me, and I told you, man, talk crazy to me. I moved to a different department. Now I'm back in the building, and the nigga ain't, you know, the nigga still in my mind. I don't like the way you look. And it's also an add on to that is that okay, while I'm working on the side that I'm on, the temp guy comes down and attempts to close the box on my end. You know, I guess he bored, ain't got shit to do. I didn't need him to close the box, but he came down to do the shit. Well, I see the co-worker, the level 4 lead, go up to him and say, well, "You ain't got to close right down here. You just stay down there." Since we don't need type of job or position like that, have they told have has teamwork been discouraged? Like if you see somebody that needs some help, or you believe they need help, or you see somebody that's doing something, and you might as well let me do this right fast to help them get their task done. When does that become a negative? But I went in there. I told him, I said, do need, do kind of in my mind. I firmly believe and stand on the fact that, damn, my nigga, I ain't coming at you sideways. Don't you think I can get at least, my bad? I'm sorry. Supervisor said, I can't force any grown man to say I apologize. I said, nigga, I'm saying to myself, you're a supervisor. Can't you fire motherfuckers? What do you mean you can't? So anyway, so then this is when I started to see, well, it's not necessarily. I already know it's 20v1. I already know it's 20v1. I see it's not just me and the guy, the employee, the level 4 guy, Mario, that seems to have a dispute. It's also now uh, the lead guy, and then it's like the supervisor guy. They conspiring together to try to railroad a nigga up out there. What a nigga do to y'all, man? I'm just here to work for y'all, provide my needs like y'all is. But they want to shape a narrative. They're attempting to shape a narrative of me, by taking pictures and stuff. Like the machine broke down, so you're going to take pictures of the product on the floor. Like I could have stopped the machine from breaking down. Basically, in my mind, they're trying to railroad it. So, um, as I went through the meeting I had with the supervisor last night, I started thinking, I said, maybe. But I don't know, man. But I I had made up my mind. I said, well, shoot. It seems like all these guys are in cahoots with it together. And I said, well, I believe the guy owes me an apology. I can't make a grown man apologize. Sir, you're a supervisor. What you mean you can't make a guy apologize? Um, if he'd put his hands on me, then woo woo. Then what happened? Well, he got fired. But it's also the fact that, well, shoot, if he put his hands on me, I got to lay down and allow him to do what he's doing. Uh, because if I swing back at him, then that means both of us fired. I got to crash out with this motherfucker because he in his feelings. It don't make sense to me. So I was entertaining the fact, well, it seems like between this guy, the lead guy, and the supervisor guy, y'all done tied together. And then to hear, my then to get the understanding is that the intent is to watch me fail, let me fail per se. I don't know, but then I just decided, man. I said, well, shoot. Before I even go any, because I got to be in the department with these folks. So, like I had them say in my title, um, they want me to holla Toby, but I'll play Chicken George with it. So instead of just directly doing my little draft and letter, whatever, to contact HR and tell them what's going on, I'll pull each individual man aside and give one final little plea and let them know what it is and how I believe that it should be. If you have a child, the child has an interest, and that interest, if you look at the long term, and you make sure the interest being able to help them become an entrepreneur and make money on their own without depending on an employer, teach your child to do that. I mean, in my mind, nobody's stuck nowhere, but I'm pretty much firmly affixed to my individual Candyland plantation by way of benefits and services. All right, y'all. Let me get out here, man. Matter of fact, I actually zoned off for a second, but yeah, what I decided to do, I'm just gonna go and pull each individual and mail aside and talk to them and see what they on. If that don't work, then I'll go for the point and try to speak to them. Unitas, man, what's happening, man? Shoot, I was just about to get out, but I had, pretty much talking about this incident happening at the gig, just in the name and just fucking with the algorithm and talking. Uh, but yeah, man, what's good with you, fam? Yeah, they tripping at my job, man. Them motherfuckers tripping. I've been there 7 goddamn years, and I have exemplary performance reports. That have no history of being a disciplinary um, disciplinary problem, having any disciplinary problems. I was trying to figure out a noun for that, but I don't know, man. Shit, you guys, man. About to clock in Candyland right now myself. But man, you handle your business, man. I'm gonna catch you at the next time. I'm about to end this. I ain't nobody, you probably pretty much about the only one that stepped in this motherfucker. And that's something else, man. Ain't no quit. Ain't no quitting the shit, but they sure be playing a nigga hard on these social media apps. But and that's the part about it. Well, like shit. If you have financial freedom, the time I took to tell folks this story wouldn't even matter. If you have your own personal financial freedom, your own entrepreneurial wherewithal, then fuck them people on that job, on that plantation. Fuck the plantation boss. Fuck the plantation master. All right, that's what's up, man. Shit. So I need to probably go in here and well, I need to go in here and finish fixing my dinner. I'm a late eater because I'm a third shift nigga. But yeah, man, them motherfuckers was forming like Voltron to render my position asunder. Well, I guess there still are because it's still pretty much in the process going on. I'm like, man, goddamn. I don't fuck with y'all. I don't bother y'all. I'm friendly, but I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to have a beer with you and talk about the game. I don't even watch the motherfucking game, bitch. Just let me do my job. If something happened, I I had no idea, this was going to happen. Y'all have a problem with communication because all y'all walk around here like y'all bitches on y'all period. So what can I do? From my perspective. Yeah, the apps are definitely picking and choosing. Well, they've been picking and choosing, but I guess I earned my shit. Every time I look at some of my memories on Facebook, god damn, I used to go so goddamn hard. But it's so hard, but it was so sweet because I was able to get interaction and engagement. Now it's like I can put some of the hardest shit out there in the world, some of the most controversial, thought provoking, things that might change people's way of thinking and understanding to something different. It won't get a like, won't get a comment, won't get a share, nothing because Facebook has mastered the way to put a yoke on my neck and keep a muzzle on my mouth. So I come on here and pretty much this ain't a paid YouTube video. This is a nigga talking and trying to be polite and not smoke what you want to smoke in a camera frame. That's halfway where I'm about to get out because I want to smoke uh, and finish my dinner. And I guess ride this motherfucking drunk off. I've been drinking this motherfucking Jack Daniels, and then you don't want to drink away your pain. But then again, from the perspective, one individual perspective, I don't even really get. Well, shit, I guess everybody expects to. Somebody might say, I don't get drunk. I guess when you thinking about it, they call the concept drinking away your pain, things like that. But I don't want to get into well, fuck it. Even if I don't want to get into it, ever since like I said, since I'm moving in an apartment now, a series of unfortunate events have been occurring. between deaths and the accident. I mean, don't look at me like I'm bullshitting in your department. I got reasons why I wasn't here. And when I'm here, I represent when I'm here. But I don't know whether y'all just hating because a nigga don't give a fuck about, how about whether you want to be somebody buddy or the conversation that you having. And I just go to my little corner and get to doing my work. I still see people post Charleston and nothing happens to them. But Charleston gave you, oh yeah. Matter of fact, my nigga Quasi, and really Charles my nigga Quasi too. Quasi got a channel, and he was posting all. He was going crazy, man. Goddamn, man, poor Quasi. And I guess he got excited, but then it's like, man, you don't just. You got to add value now, and this is what I didn't do, and I don't know whether if I did it, whether it would have made a difference or not. You got to add value. You're gonna take somebody's video, add some more value to it. Just don't repost that shit and wait for the cash register to ring because it's not gonna happen. Because he just screen recording or downloading the videos and coming straight to YouTube and re-uploading them, but the thing about social media, they get more and more technologically advanced by the day. So they'll come up with a new reason why your content's not original. You're not authorized to use this content. I had that finesse 2 times video when Charles was chewing on finesse 2 times. That video was like I think it's either 125 or 150,000 views on that bitch. Gang of hours came with that. YouTube would not pay. All my other videos that got higher views off Charles, YouTube would not pay. Because they regularly say it's not my content. But y'all been paying these niggas. And I didn't abuse my nigga. My nigga gave me permission. So when it came time for me to get down with it, just shit, I wasn't even really, I'm just like saying, well shoot, let me just get a little something supplement my pay at the plantation and make work on some ideas. I'll break bread with Mr. Charles because you pay tithes to for those who either give you good leadership and guidance and advice. And stayed, well, not necessarily stay loyal, but just stayed 100% whenever you come to them. Yeah. They still fucking, and they ain't just YouTube. It's motherfucking Facebook and Instagram. Of course, Facebook and Instagram are the same. A reel I posted there last week. A reel I posted last week. Now I think that was my content. I filmed when I was with him. That video probably done about 15, 17,000. They'll tell me my video's not eligible for monetization when I post it on Instagram or whatever. All these other people that came much later have less followers and whatever. They get their reels and their videos have commercial links underneath them because that means that Facebook is paying them to put that shit. Well, whoever somebody's paying them, the ad department's paying them to. I done had tens of thousands of views since like fucking 2014. You mean to tell me y'all not gonna let me monetize? It's got to be personal. If it's like that, it's got to be personal. So let it be what it is. Have you ever thought of starting a review channel, watch videos like that? Yeah, I mean the reaction and response channel thing. I've done a couple of those, and those do fairly well. Yeah, there's a few little ideas. There's a few ideas I'm working on because I don't want to necessarily quit, but Lord knows every day I feel like quit. Lord knows I feel like every day like fuck this shit. And it's the same as the job at the plantation. Fuck y'all marks. This matter of fact, the nigga that came down there hollering and talking all that shit. That nigga shortly after he told the one temp dude not to help me, that nigga disappeared. I go down when I was down there talking to the supervisor said he left sick. Okay, now I know, man. But okay, I know damn well he's sick, and damn, this supposed to be a long week, the week where you get the overtime money. Blah, blah, blah. But later on that night, my young nigga, one of the new temps or the new fellas there, whatever, he came up to me and told me he was down by where they was standing, and he came to leave. So I'm like, oh, you got Grady back there working? Well, I'm finna go home. My nigga, you mean ain't no way in the hell you couldn't do it? Ain't no way in the hell me having some words with it or feeling some kind of way about what a nigga done or said is gonna force me away from getting my goddamn money. This nigga left. It's 10 hours left in the night. We have shorts and we have long weeks. This week, if you work all the hours, it's supposed to be 48 hours. That means 8 hours overtime is baked into the day. But then I guess it don't matter. Which is more technical shit. Nevertheless, man, I decided instead of going and fucking with HR, I'm just gonna go and try to talk to each person individually, in a last ditch effort of diplomacy. Even though the way I want, if I don't go the way that I expected to go, then I still reserve the right to contact HR, and I got to work with these people. Yeah, man. Yeah, you nice, man. Thank you for coming through and fucking with me, my nigga. Hit me up or whatever, Shit, I'm about to finish my dinner. Um, I really haven't slept much since these at least these 12-hour shifts. So I'll probably hit the rest of this blunt, take another shot or two, eat my food, and crash the fuck out. Peace and love, fam. See you soon. I'm gonna pull up. Okay, that's what's up, man. Peace and love. I'm out. Anybody else, if y'all just happen to shine through, be there. Can't see you. Come by later. Whatever. Apologies for my presence. I mean, it was like I said, I had this was gonna come out smooth, but I called Mama first instead, and I laid it out for Mama. The presentation was much better for Mama, but for the most part, just to summarize it, uh, dude got to tripping at my job, cause evidently, because of some shit that was going on with the machine. He came to me sideways. Instead of me coming back sideways with him, I went to the supervisor. I went to the lead, supervisor. Supervisor called himself breaking it up, and then we working together again the next night. Fuck this shit. It's always some fun, nigga. Peace and love, fam. I'm out.